Hello, hello, hello internet, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alex, and right off the bat, these are my socials. And today I have a very special tutorial in mind for you because I am going to be teaching you how to make an edit using my personal style on TikTok. This style has taken quite a bit of time for me to curate, but I'm really vibing with it and I hope you do too. So without any further ado, let's get right into the video.
The very first thing I'm going to do is pick out a clip to use. Drag out to the beginning. And then I'm going to drag down here to retime and scaling. I'm going to hit optical flow, enhance better, and fill. And I'm going to go to speed change, and my project is set to 48 frames per second, but I usually have my project set to about 30 or even 24, so I'm going to slow this down to about 4 frames per second. Alright, and then I'm just going to trim that down to size. Basically, you do that with all of your clips. And now I'm going to add an adjustment clip on top of this. Trim it again so that it's the same size as our other clip. And then you're going to hit open in Fusion Page. Perfect. Actually, that's a lie. You're gonna leave that long enough. You're gonna leave some space there. You want at least 50 frames. So then you're gonna hit Shift Space, and the first thing you're gonna add is a transform node. And you wanna make sure that it's the one that doesn't have the XF on it. You wanna go to about the 50th frame, add a keyframe at 0 for the position X, go back to keyframe 1, I'll slide it all the way to the right to set it at 0.5. Then I want to go to animation, turn up that motion blur all the way, and then under advanced options you're going to hit edge behavior and reflect. And then you're going to go to this little symbol up here to open this line so you can add a graph. Going to click on that first node, zoom out, then you're going to drag across the entire screen so you have both of these keyframes selected. You're going to hit this little curve there. And then I like to drag this so that it's about 10 frames in, and then this one all the way down. Perfect. Then you're going to add another transform node, and we're going to do the same thing but in reverse. So 0, and then at 50, -5 so that it keeps moving to the right. Advanced options, reflect. Same thing with the graph. Perfect. And then for this one, we're actually going to we're going to adjust the placement of where that graph ends. We're going to go to about right where the clip ends, and hit Shift and drag the keyframes over. Perfect. And you're gonna type BC, add a brightness and contrast node, and I like to go to about the last frame, count back from 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Add a keyframe there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gonna hit 17, right where that clip ends. And I like to drag the one that's about 5 frames off from the end to about 0.77%. And then right at the beginning, you're just gonna crank that up a little bit. And then I also like to add another transform node, but this one is going to be the one with the XF. I like to adjust the pivot so that it's centered on Grimace's face. And it really depends on if you want to do a zoom in or a zoom out here. So for zoom in, I'm going to do a zoom in for this clip. So I'm going to hit 0. Keyframe on that first clip, go to about frame 50, bring it in a little bit. And you can always adjust the pivot so that he's a little bit more centered if you'd like. And then we just trim that adjustment clip. I'm not really vibing with the first part of this. I feel like the beginning isn't aggressive enough, so I'm just gonna copy this first transform just by hitting Control-C, Control-V. And there you go. Take you by the hand, and soon you'll learn the art. Never getting caught. It's a good thing I like my friends canceled. I like them clipped in Gucci and Scandal, like my whiskey sour. And that's it for today's video. I want to thank you so much for making it to the end. If you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing and leaving a comment down below if you found the information helpful. I want to thank you so much again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.